what is happening, but I can tell you that, well, here we are.
That's
Here
weird.
we are. Well, there you are. You're back.
That's weird.
What happened?
I don't know.
Technical
Technical
difficulties.
difficulties. Okay.
Ooh.
I know that was a good clap, but I talked over yours a little bit. Oh, what's happening here? Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. Well, I don't know. We'll see. All right, I think we got it sorted out. You let me know when you're ready to get started, Big Hoss.
I am ready. Let's do it.
Okay. At what age do you think that you could possibly lose to a child in a fight? Like you could possibly lose to a child in a fight. And I'm thinking 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20.
Like, am I actually trying to fight them? Like, are we
You're
actually
you
throwing down?
you you're in it a little bit. Now maybe you're kind of approaching it from the get-go, like, oh, this is a kid, I don't have to take this too seriously, but you're going for it. Like you got to try.
Are weapons involved, or are we just
Just
throwing?
God, what day is it? Is it a Tuesday? Is it windy outside?
That's
What
what
angle is the sun at? What
I
kind
mean.
of clothes does he have? Does he have on pants or shorts? Is he wearing a
Son,
hat?
it
What
matters.
color is his eyes? Like, well, how many answers to the question do you parameters do you possibly need to just answer the question? Right? Like, is are we next to a road? Is it a highway? Is it a cul-de-sac?
Listen, I'm in a great mood because I woke up at 2 a.m. to smoke some meats.
I bet you
All right,
did. I
all right.
bet you did.
Oh, they are
I
gonna
bet
taste
you did.
delicious. They are gonna taste amazing, and I can't wait.
Oh my God! How many? I'm not feeding into this because I know you just want to talk about how much meat you smoke, which we all know you smoke a lot of man meat.
To answer your question, probably 11 to 15, I think.
Mmm. Yeah, I think 11 to 15 is probably when there's a possibility. Like I
I mean,
think definitely 15 to 20 cuz you've got some kids that are basically grown men
yeah.
by the time they are 15 to 20. And I'm not the biggest dude on the block, right? So there's definitely some 15 to 20s, but I think you have to acknowledge that there's probably some 10 to 15-year-olds that could take you.
Ye- Yeah, yeah. Anything younger than 10, I'm not so confident on because I'm
Mhm.
gonna. Oh, I should be able to overpower a 10-year-old and obviously below that. But
Yeah.
once we start getting over 10, then things start to get a little cloudy.
Things start to get a little bit dicey. Cuz okay, I thought of this cuz I was like play boxing. I have a 5-year-old and I have an 8-year-old. And play boxing the 5-year-old, I was just thinking like, "Oh my gosh, I would just destroy him." Like if we ever got in a fight, if I ever needed to, like I could just destroy him.
Okay.
And the 8-year-old could still destroy. Like, oh, he just doesn't have the physical strength yet to really hurt me, but they've got the speed and kind of the quickness there that like, you might have to try a little bit. That's why I think 10 to 15 could probably get you if you ran into
Yeah.
the wrong bad little kid.
I feel like all it takes is one accidental punch to the face to knock you out, and it's over, right? So like at age, yeah, 10 to 15, I think is a good answer for that one. But I don't know, man. 6 to 9, 6 to 10 too. I feel like there's one or two instances where that may happen.
Oh, so I polled the audience about this question. Uh, 4% said 3 to 7. 4% said 7 to 10. Probably because you're getting close to that 10 level, right? Like, maybe not a 7-year-old, but I think a 10-year-old could get you. But anyway, 4% said 3 to 7. 4% said 7 to 10. 34% said 10 to 15. And 15% said 15 to 20. So 15 to 20 is the dominant one, but I think people are underestimating how like tough some 10 to 15-year-olds can be.
Yeah, I mean, especially if we Boys and girls have hit puberty, some of them by then, so they are sometimes full on adults, body wise.
Oh, the best man at my wedding was a full-grown adult by 7th grade. He's a full-grown adult by 7th grade.
Who was the best man at your wedding? I was at your wedding. Who was it?
Ryan Brennan.
Oh, Ryan Brennan. Is he still alive, Ryan Brennan?
Yeah, he's still alive. But I remember people thought that he was going to be the greatest athlete in like Kansas history, but
Yeah.
he really just matured way faster than everybody else. And it's like, oh my God, he's incredible. And then they just realized he was a full-grown man by the age of 13.
And then by 14, it had all caught up to him, and he was just an average, good high school
Right,
athlete.
and then he was just an average guy by that time, like a little bit better than average. But then when everybody caught up, he's like, oh, he's just kind of like he's pretty fast. And that's about it.
Did he ever tell you about how he likes to smoke meat?
And how much do you want to just talk about the fact that you're cooking? Just go ahead and get it over
I'm
with.
just happy.
Tell
I
us.
have. I was having this conversation with somebody. It was a random conversation. Somebody who told me that they're a chef locally in Metro Detroit. Ended up being a lie, but it got me thinking.
Why would they lie about being a chef at a Metro Detroit?
We were
Why would
actually
you just
waiting.
lie about that. Like I'm just
We
gonna.
were
lie
waiting
about this.
to grab takeout, and this person started talking to me, which I hate.
Oh yeah,
I hate
whenever
when
somebody's talking to you. I don't do that.
Yeah, and then they just start talking about this, that, but got me thinking, like, just because I'm almost 40 doesn't mean I can't have a second career.
Oh yeah, dude, you can start over your life anytime you want, man.
Thinking
It's
about
never
it.
too late. It's never too late to make a change. It never is.
I mean, a pit
Unless you're
boss.
like 80 and you want to be a professional basketball player. Well, then it's too late. But
Yeah, it's definitely not happening there.
I've seen your meat. It's way too small, tough, and not useful enough to be a professional meat.
Oh boy, oh boy.
You brought it up.
I'm gonna stay away from my meat, but the meats that I smoke are fantastic. So
Oh yeah, I'm sure that you're taking in all kinds of meat.
I'm gonna move on to shout outs if
Okay,
you
well, you
don't
brought
mind.
it up, so all right.
I just wanted to talk about the lovely craft that is
Smoking
cooking.
meat.
Not making a pancake that looks like it's been through hell and back.
I love my pancakes. I make great pancakes. We're not having a food off right now.
All right, we are not. All right, let's give some shout outs here. I thought this was an interesting name. Oscar von Witzeldorf.
There's,
That's
there's, there's no way, dude. Are you underneath me? There's
That's-
a child in my room.
uh-oh. That's a thing.
Sneaking
Thank you to YouTube there, Oscar von Witzeldorf. Stacy K, Mr. Red. And then I only put that on there because I thought Red's kind of a cool first name. You don't hear any Reds anymore, but it used to be a somewhat popular name in the 20s, 30s, and 40s for men.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty solid name. That's probably the only color you can really be named after for a first name. You don't want to be named like yellow or green. Like Red Grange was a famous
Yeah,
football player, I think.
look at you over there. Brad Maddox, Kyle Chandler, but not the actor because I looked him up and apparently they have no affiliation, which would be cool if it was Kyle Chandler. You don't even know who Kyle Chandler is, do you?
Not a clue.
Oh, well, that's your own fault, but not necessarily surprising. I also did watch the worst movie I've ever seen this past weekend. I can tell you about it later. Ethan Moore, Kimberly Baker, Saucy Sauce. I just once again love Saucy Sauce. Thanks to Instagram, where apparently no one uses the real name on any handle anymore. And then Jason Peters, and we're gonna end here on Thomas McKinley. Thank you to Instagram. So all over the place, watching
job.
you.
Good
watching
job.
you.
Proud of you.
Yes.
Proud of you for this.
You
Good
ever
work.
get
It's
you ever
good
get
work.
you ever get disappointed to the point to where like you just get frustrated and furious?
Oh yeah, I have children.
True. Well, beyond that, I finally had a couple hours the other night, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a movie. So I haven't watched a movie like straight through in a while. It's usually a TV show,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
I've always been a fan of M. Night Shyamalan, his work and his movies. I'm pretty impressed.
Okay.
So I turned on a movie called Trap. Have You ever heard of it?
Nope. That's probably
So
tells you everything you need to know.
he directs it. His daughter stars in it. The main star though is Josh Hartnett, if you remember him.
Not really. He's one of the ones that you get confused with some of the other ones. Like, there's always a couple of actors that are kind of the same. Like him, Channing Tatum, the guy who's Hayden Christensen. They're all kind of that same, like, general.
Devin
I don't know.
Sawa, all those
Yeah, I
guys.
don't know which one he is.
Anyways, long story short, I was kind of half excited, thinking it was going to be, the plot kind of sucked going into it, but I was like, they'll turn it around. They didn't. I didn't even make it halfway through the movie. I turned it off, so it's not good. Yeah, but then I just found myself sitting there furious. Like, why did I just waste an hour of my life? So then I just had a beer and ended up falling asleep on the couch. So nice little
Okay.
evening.
Cool, man. That was a great
Uh,
story. I'm glad I know that.
well, appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know, I want everyone that's seeing you. Nice haircut. I'm gonna give you positive reaffirmations and not be an asshole to you like you are to me.
Oh,
all the
thank
time.
you. I feel pretty good about this haircut. I haven't been getting my hair cut as much as I used to. You know, I'm getting it cut probably every 3 months now, where I used to get it cut maybe every 6 weeks. Mostly because I'm a little bit nervous, right? I've reached the age that, like, when you cut it, I'm not sure what's going to be under there. So I'm always pleasantly surprised that it's going okay.
160 pounds of pure bullshit.
185, baby. I got to lose some
No,
weight.
I don't
Okay.
believe that.
Yeah, I don't understand
Um,
M. Night Shyamalan. He had one good movie, and he's been riding that for basically the last 20 years. Like, oh, someday he's going to make another good one.
I
It's
don't
not going
think
to
that's
happen.
accurate by any stretch of the imagination.
That's
But
how I feel.
that's fine. Do you want to give us an update on your Vespa? How's it going? How did
My
the week
scooter,
treat
it's
you?
not a Vespa, it's a scooter. It's a
What's the difference?
It's a dual motor climbing scooter. Show it the respect that it deserves because it's awesome and I love it. And I took it around yesterday. I went and took my son to go play basketball. I can get to the grocery store in no amount of time. It's the ultimate form of transportation. I'm going to go ahead and say my scooter is the ultimate form of transportation because you just hop on it and boom, zip, zip.
Oh,
You just stand on it and go. It's basically like flying.
like
Riding an
that,
electric scooter is the second best thing to flying.
like that Hawk Tuah girl once said. Spit on that dang Hawk Tuah.
I never actually saw that.
Once again, it was because we live in a world of perverts, and the only reason she became popular is because of horny men,
Yeah, I mean,
and
well,
women probably.
know your audience, man. Go
Yeah.
play the hits.
Well,
Play the hits.
that would
Don't hate.
that
Don't
would be
hate the
kind of
player.
cool.
Hate the game.
That would be kind of cool to become like accidentally famous like that. Like she didn't think that one sentence was gonna be like her existence, but here we are.
Oh, life can change so quickly in a second. Life can just change so quickly, and you'll never see it coming. I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of that. I'm a big believer in the idea that you'll never see the big change in your life coming.
Speaking of big changes and kind of tragic changes,
Oh,
did you
okay.
see those crazy videos coming out of Myanmar and Thailand of the earthquake?
I don't want to think about earthquakes, bro.
Well,
I live in Seattle. I don't want to think about earthquakes because one's going to hit me any second that's going to basically erase the entire North Pacific Northwest. So I don't
well, it
like to
got me
watch those.
thinking because I think a couple weeks ago we were talking about this, and you said earthquakes are the most terrifying natural disaster to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I live in an area where we're not susceptible to earthquakes. I don't even think I've ever felt one. But damn, I can imagine being on like the 30th floor of a high rise and just having the entire building sway and being able to literally do nothing about it. That would be no, thank you.
No, like, what are you going to do when the earth moves underneath you without warning? Like, there's some things that maybe we shouldn't do. Like, if you live in an earthquake prone area, I don't think that putting a pool on the top of a sky rise is the smartest thing. Like, let's not do that.
I mean, I'm whatever. Good on them, I guess. But until that happens, whew,
Oh, I don't understand.
uh,
I saw one video that somebody was in one of those pools.
they yeah the video that
Oh, you better get out quick.
the video that haunts me, and not to compare that to 9/11, but remember how there was all the videos of people jumping out of the towers and on 9/11, which was
Yeah,
harrowing enough. Well, there was a couple of window cleaners that were stranded on a high rise cleaning the window, and you just see them swaying back and forth, and then I don't know what keeps them up or down, but like they go down about 5 feet, then they stop and they keep swaying. It's just like that. That's I don't even know. Like I don't even. I'd probably just sit there and just be like, "Yep, this is it. I'm
Oh,
dying."
I think that you just accept it. I think that you
Like
just accept it.
like, but I say that just to go back real fast because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering the comparison. Just the shock and awe of the video. Like I was like, "Oh my god, like, that is insane video." And also capturing something like that is just that's incredible. Like what a moment, what a terrible moment to capture.
But awesome to like watch and not be in. You're like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, dude, don't mess with the earth.
Don't
That's
You've been
my
saying it
general
for
advice.
years, man.
Don't mess with the earth.
Actually, years. You've been saying it since we started this podcast. That's like a
Oh, it's
reoccurring theme of yours.
right. Like it's not a huge mental realization to think like, wow, we probably shouldn't mess with the earth. You don't have to be that smart to like figure that one out.
I'm a little disappointed this episode as well, Nick.
Why?
One of my, I don't want to say childhood heroes, but someone that I looked up to celebrity wise, he's kind of been a douche for a while now, and
Mm.
I think it's confirmed that he is officially a douche, and that is Will Smith.
Oh, yeah, that's a little surprising. He wasn't
Yeah.
one that you could. It's not like oh, who's the guy who was the Joker? He has a band.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Yeah, it's not like somebody where you instantly look at, and I think that the opposite sex always has a much easier time telling when someone's just like a terrible person. It's not like him where you could immediately look and be like, I bet that guy's a super creepy person in real life. Like, I bet he's a huge weirdo in real life, right? Like,
Yeah.
Will Smith wasn't necessarily like that, but then he started to go down that road where you're like, oh, he's got something. I think probably every celebrity does to some degree. Like that's not the kind of life that you would pursue if you didn't have some other pretty large motivations to push you in that direction.
I mean, I got hit twice this week. I got Will Smith, and then I got Hulk Hogan
Oh,
again.
Hulk Hogan's been going downhill for a long time, but I'm not familiar with what Will Smith did now.
It's not necessarily what he did, but remember when he slapped Kid Rock a few years ago? Or
Yeah,
not Kid Rock, Chris Rock, not Kid Rock, Chris Rock at
yeah,
the
one of them.
Oscars. Well, Will Smith has basically used that to come out with a new album of music, and it's centered around kind of that incident. And it's like you used to be an A-lister, like you used to be the top movie star in the world and a music artist, and now you're like resorting to having to a viral moment that made you look like a complete idiot, and that's what you're gonna, and people are gonna buy the record and the album. Like I don't know, just made me sad, made me
Oh
kind of
yeah,
down.
you can tell for a little while he's been trying to desperately cling on to it.
Like,
Like he's
but
been
then it
trying to
got.
hold on for a while.
But another thing that we've talked about on this podcast is, and you brought it up and have good points on it, is like, no matter how much money you have, if you're at that level, you're still chasing it. Like, but what is he chasing at this point? He has to have all the money in the world and friends and fame.
Because I think that when you pursue anything with that level of relentlessness, there's a hole inside of you that you are trying to fill, and it will never be filled. Like, it doesn't matter how rich and famous you become, if you have a desperate need for attention, it's just never going to go away. Like, you always have to treat the disease, not the symptom. And I think that that's what happens with those people. It's like people who just want more and more and more money. Like, you'll never have enough. You have to I think that's one of the greatest lessons you can learn in life is when enough is enough and to be happy with what you have. And some people just that never happens. And then they become
Yeah.
increasingly more erratic as they try to pursue and fulfill that desire rather than just fixing what's wrong within themselves.
Well, don't look at Britney Spears' social media
Oh,
because it's
don't bring Britney Spears into this.
I feel I feel terrible for her.
Yeah,
Anyways,
one of those that like get rid of the conservatorship. Like, oh,
yeah, that's gonna make her even healthier.
yeah, yeah. Mm.
All right. Well, let's
Wait,
move on
What did Hulk Hogan do?
it's not necessarily what he did, but his ex-wife came out possibly drunk and basically filmed a video of herself saying how he has ruined the family and blah blah blah, and he beat her and he was, a terrible husband. Basically, all things that we all kind of had guessed. And if you watch their show back in the day being like 5 years ago, you also, I mean, it was kind of all there anyways. But she came out and said it, and he responded by releasing like a 20-second video with his current wife, who was like 30 years younger than him, basically just pointing and laughing at a screen. Basically, like they were, and it's like, come on, dude. At the end of the day, that's your ex-wife. No matter how much you dislike her, blah blah blah. Mother of all your children, I believe. Like, went through all the bullshit with you, and here you're mocking her. Like, I just.
Oh, I don't. I think that whenever you are a super successful person, successful in air quotes, right? Like to get to the top of a field, you kind of have to be a terrible person, because you have to have things pushed to so far to one extreme that another aspect of your personality is really going to suffer. What are you drinking?
Well, Costco special. It's called Buys, BAI.
I'm gonna go to Costco later today. I'm pretty excited about it.
I used to dread it because you spend a lot of money up front, but then you realize that the shit lasts you weeks, and yeah, it's a plus. They have their hot dogs are amazing.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, we can keep talking about Costco all day, but let's not.
Let's move. Kind of a fun question here. So when you're at a restaurant and you're offered the choice of a salad or a soup, which one do you take?
Salad. I've had some decent soups in my life, but overall I would say that soups have generally disappointed me far more than salads have disappointed me. I'm going to go ahead and say that soup is probably the most disappointing entree that you can have. Soup is very hit or miss, and it really doesn't kind of do the job that you want it to do. Like, I want to be a little filled up and have it taste good, and soup generally doesn't do that. It's just the most disappointing.
Yeah, you definitely like to. You don't like to take it all, but you like to take most of it. I disagree with you on that. I think soup is by far the better choice, and I've actually been let down. This is gonna sound weird.
Okay, I'm sure it will.
I've been let down by more salads than I have soup. I love soup. I think the soup is fantastic.
Oh no, I've been let down by far more soups than I've been let down by salads. Soup lets me down way more than salad lets me down. Because salad, you know what you're getting. And salad, you can always kind of spice it up a little bit. But if a soup goes bad, and I have no idea how those ingredients are going to taste in relation to each other either.
Yeah. It's
Like
just,
all
I
the
wonder.
things in description, I'm like, well, okay.
I wonder, like, who decided that? Who decided you either get a soup or a salad? Why can't they offer you, like, a cheese tray or an egg roll? It's just
Probably cheaper.
yeah.
We'll complain to the restaurant.
Well. That's what this forum is for us to complain to each other, right? Isn't that what we do?
For
Yeah.
bitching.
Bitching.
We're just bitching about stuff. Okay.
Do you have a favorite swear word?
I mean, shit is probably my favorite one when you get right down to it, because you can drop it in places where you can't drop the F-bomb. Like, it's just as versatile, I think. Not quite. It's almost as versatile, but slightly more accepted.
Okay. Yeah, and I think it's easier to move on from a shit than a motherfucker or
right. Like if somebody's dropping those, you're kind of like, God dang. Well, not God dang, but like,
God dang, some
God
bitch.
dang. Some bitch is that's a good one though. I do like that one.
Listen, are you ready?
Oh, that's all you got? We had somebody in the chat. I can't really read very well. Whole Hand 72 asking about the candle of the month. Ooh.
Really? Oh, that makes my heart warm. Hell yeah.
Oh, you're the candle connoisseur, so it must be time. Wait, how does it go? I forgot. Oh wait, it's time. That's not a good one. I can't do the horse very well. I got it. Now I lost it. It's time. The outlaw candle connoisseur rides again. Candle of the month. Oh, and he's not ready. He's not ready.
No, I was refocusing, and I was partying the way, because April's candle of the month, and that just made my whole day. By the way, thanks, Whole Hand 72. I also like candle of the month.
I know you do. It's
and
basically the reason you still do this.
And a shout out to Nick as well for the fantastic intro.
Oh, you're welcome.
So anyways, as we know, April is in most places brings rain and mud and mild temperatures after a long winter. So I have to give a quick shout out to Tony Abrams for giving me a scent, giving me a whiff of this candle when he had picked it up, and he said, I think you would really like this. So anyways, head over to homesick.com. Get the April Showers candle.
Okay.
And it is it's gonna have kind of an herbal feel to it, but it's also gonna feel like fresh raindrops on a newly sprouted plant on April 16th while you're sitting there reading a book in 61-degree weather, having a coffee at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday.
Wow, that's what it's going to bring out of you. I do like spring, man. There's parts of spring where it's like, oh, life is returning to the world.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, though, you were having a conversation with another man who said that you probably would really enjoy the scent of this candle.
Yeah.
Did you guys, when that words were uttered, did any alarms go off or anything like that?
No. Actually, this person, I don't. They're in the entertainment field.
Okay.
And I deal with him, probably once or twice every year, and apparently he listens to the podcast, or at least knows about Can Over the Month, and stopped me, and yeah, that's next thing I know, I'm talking candles for 20 minutes, forgetting a Zoom call I had. So it was great 20 minutes. So
wow.
Anyways,
yeah, like, man, sometimes you just get into an in-depth conversation about candles with another man. Did you guys hug at the end? How did it end? Was there a physical greeting at the beginning or a physical greeting at the end?
No physical greeting at all.
Physical greeting. Okay.
Nope. It's gonna cost you a little bit more than some of the candles I put out there. It's gonna be about $30 plus shipping. It's 14 ounces. It's gonna give you about I don't know. Mine burned for I did it like a week and a couple of days straight. So it's gonna be about 60 to 80 hours. Once again, homesick.com, and it's the April Showers candle.
You're just leaving that thing burning all through the night?
Not all. Well, yes, all through the night, but obviously you know.
That's just a terrible idea.
Why? I love waking up to it. I love the fresh aroma.
Do you love setting your house on fire? What kind of person? What kind of adult? I have such a cough.
That's because.
What kind of an adult?
Something's telling you to not.
What
make
kind
fun
of a responsible husband and father keeps a known fire risk in his house at all times? Right? That's just poor dadding. It's poor dadding.
It's not. I don't understand why it's poor dadding
fire
at all.
Risk. I wouldn't allow that in my house.
Well, that's why you're not the candle connoisseur.
Unsecured fire in your home? Unmonitored flame?
You're just the guy with the nice hair.
What's the latest in the candle forum discussions? Since we found out last time we did Candle of the Month that you are apparently going on Reddit talking about candles all the time. So what's any latest controversy in the candle forums?
Nothing too. Do you need to go get a glass of water or something?
I might be dying.
You
Just continue.
You might be dying. What's hot in the candle forums? Well, it's spring, so a lot of people have shifted from the candle forums. You find a lot of people kind of migrate in the spring, and they go towards
Really?
the planting forums, which I am not a part of. But traffic is a lot less in the spring that I've noticed.
The fact that you know this is horrific. Like the fact that you have been in and out of these forums and have been able to put this pattern together to me is incredible. Right? Like, it's April. Boy, nobody's in candle chat. Like, what's going on? Nope. Oh, silly me. It's planting season. Is that what you're doing? Like, you're just like, "Oh, John, it's planting season." That's how that went in your. That's how that went in your house, right? You were like, "Oh man, there's just not very many people in candle chat today. There's no the. Where's the vibe? Where's the candle discussion? Where is it? Like, I'm not feeling the candle chat." And then you were like, "Oh wait, it's planting season."
Are you
Did
done?
your penis fall off when that happened? Like, did it fall off?
Actually, you're kind of spot on. What had happened there
What had happened was
is yes, somebody had asked a question about a candle and no one had gotten back to them.
Mhm.
So they said, "What is happening on this chat? It seems dead," or something like that. So someone
man.
responded and said, "It's planting season." So that's what I'm basing my guess on.
You know what though? For me personally, number one, do what you like. But if that would have happened and I would have made the realization that you had, I would have immediately just 180'd my life and changed. Like, nope, going the wrong direction here.
No,
I'm going
man,
the wrong direction here. I gotta make changes.
I love candles, man. I'm not even a. I
I'm
don't.
sure you do.
I don't even care. I love it. If I
Good for you,
could,
man.
yeah. You do you. And you know what? Apparently, like, whole hand loves it. Or either that or he's making fun of me. I'm not sure, but it's all good. Or she. Because we don't really know if it's a he or she, but.
That's true. Okay. All right. Well, good for candles. Sorry to hear that the chat forum isn't going off. Silly John. Did you say that to yourself?
No.
Yeah, you did.
I
Did you
did
tell
not,
your wife
actually.
about the? Did you tell your wife about the candle discussion chat? Does she know? Does she know this is what you're doing?
No, we don't really talk candles a lot.
Oh, I can see why. I can see why.
Hmm.
I would have a hard time. I don't know what life is like as a woman, but I would have a hard time like looking at my husband as he walked in and started talking to me about candle chat. I'd be like, "Wait, you're the protector of this house and this is what you're going to be in here chatting about with your flavor saver? Get out of here."
It's gone. Well, it's kind of there. It's the only thing that can grow. It's disappointing.
Listen.
Anyways,
Okay, are you ready for our top 5?
I'm almost 40 years old. I can't grow fucking facial hair. Yes, I'm ready.
Now. All right, so our top 5 is top 5 fish. It's your number 5 fish. I'm going to say fish like that every time I get a chance to say fish. I'm going to say fish. What's
So
your
mine's a
favorite
li-
fish? You got any fish?
I
Any candles that smell like fish? Fish themed candles? Fish.
Are you done?
Fish.
I'm just waiting on you to be done.
Just want to talk about fish.
You let me know when you're done, and I'll go into
I'm
my.
finished talking about fish. No more talking about fish. We don't have to talk about fish anymore.
Jesus Christ! I'm regretting this.
Do you not want to talk about fish?
I want my camera to keep focused.
You just need to be focused on fish.
My number 5 is the only area-specific fish I put on my list, and to Michigan, even though it's around the country, but it is the trout.
Oh, okay. I mean, I
Not-
thought you were going to go a little bolder than that, like a trout. Like, wow, watch out for this guy. He's wild and crazy.
What? I don't know why that gets criticism from you.
I mean, it's a trout. It's like, oh, you
Trouts are awesome.
What's next? What's next? Bass? You
How'd you
wild
know?
man?
How'd you know? Largemouth, smallmouth, rock? Which one are we doing?
Smallmouth, obviously.
All right, what's
Okay.
your number 5?
My number 5 is the blue tang. Blue
What the hell is a blue tang?
Oh, you don't know anything about fish. I'm sitting here
Apparently not.
having here a conversation with a guy who doesn't even know anything about fish.
Oh,
A
okay.
blue tang.
Finding Nemo for everyone out there who also doesn't know what it is.
Right, it's a blue tang. I Blue Tang is the coolest, and it's got a fun name to say, like Blue Tang.
It just doesn't really. It does never done anything for me. So
Oh, but a trout. Like you're like, oh,
yeah,
trout.
you know why? Because trouts are strong. There's all kinds of them. One's even luminescent, like a rainbow, called the rainbow trout. I mean, come on.
Oh, I do like rainbow trout. I used to fish for rainbow trout. That's fun.
All right, my number 4 is it's on the list only because it's haunted my dreams ever since I've seen a photo of it, and well, that's why it's on the list. And it's the blob fish.
Oh, I don't like weird fish, man. Like weird fish
Let's see if
creep
I
me
can.
out. That's why I don't like the ocean.
Let's
Cause
see.
like, oh, what that thing's down there? I don't even want to look at that. Like, I don't want to think about those things,
Look at
man.
me, Mr. Nick. Look
I'm not
at me.
looking. I'm not opening my
I
eyes.
got a human nose and eyes and a mouth. It's weird.
I'm not looking.
All right, I took it off.
I'm still not looking. I'm gonna keep my eyes closed for the whole rest of the episode just to make sure. My number 4
That's
is a
fair.
shark. I didn't be specific about shark because I pretty much like all sharks. Like all sharks are pretty much the same. I mean, obviously the great white is like the coolest shark, but all sharks are pretty cool. That's why I have sharks at number 4.
I think that is far too low to have on the list. Like
Mm-mm.
sharks are. I mean, yeah, I'll obviously get to it, but sharks they deserve a higher spot.
It's gonna be really difficult for me to take your list seriously when you started with trout.
I agree. I agree. I don't.
Right? It's hard. It's difficult.
Well, my number 3 is probably really going to piss you off then because I basically put two of the same fish into one. So my number 3, it's a tie between salmon and tuna because I feel like they're the same fish, even though they're not the same fish, but like they serve the same purpose and they're both delicious.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can see why people would be totally confused by that statement, but I can also see how salmon and tuna are kind of the same fish. Like, they're
Yeah.
both, like, fish you eat. I didn't realize that tuna were really big.
Oh,
I really thought that they
huge.
were small.
No, they're massive fish. I'm a fishologist, so
I don't think it's called a fishologist, by the way. I think it's even a marine biologist. Would probably specialize in fish. There's no
nope.
fishologist.
I have a plaque and everything. I'm a fishologist.
Okay, well, then, if you were a fishologist, you should know the trout is not the fifth best fish. My number 3 is the blue whale. Largest animal ever, the blue whale. I'd love to see one. I bet that's unreal to see a blue whale in person. I've seen some other whales, and I've seen your mom.
I don't even know why
Got
is that.
that in there. That was seamless. You didn't see it coming anywhere, right? Like you didn't see it. You had your hands up protecting the face, and you got hit with a body blow.
Are whales fish? I thought whales were mammals, technically.
Unclear to me. I have no idea.
All right, well,
I don't care. It's in the ocean. I understand that there may be some differences to me, but like, look, it's in the ocean. Maybe it's a mammal, but in my mind, it's a fish.
Oh, well, I did my list based upon things that are classified as fish only. So,
Oh, okay. I didn't do that.
well,
No, whales are not fish.
Yeah, they're mammals.
Whatever. I don't care. It looks like a fish to me. Don't come in here with your science nerd. Your nerdery. Get out of here. I mean, you're right, but you're like, I don't care.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm a fishologist. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. All right. Half my list is probably wrong, man.
You have dolphin as number 1, don't you?
No. Oh, dolphins are garbage. Get them out of here. Overrated. Overrated.
So, I kind of gave you a hard time because my number 2 is the largest fish in the ocean.
Ooh.
And that is the whale shark.
Oh. But is a shark a fish?
Yes, a shark is a fish.
I mean, whale shark's pretty cool.
They can grow to be 42 feet long and weigh up to 50,000 pounds.
Dang. Like, that's crazy, man. Sharks
It
are
is, it's
fish. I
nuts.
looked it up. That's impressive. I'm a fan of the Greenland shark, personally, because apparently it can live to be like 400 years old. So if you think about that, like, there's a Greenland shark that's alive right now that was born in like the 1600s.
What do you think all the
That's
Greenland
crazy.
sharks are going to do when President Trump is the ruler of Greenland?
Maybe they'd have to change their name. Do they change their name?
Do you think they'll be like the United States of America sharks now?
You think they'd have to change their name? Like, what a thing. Like, you know what? I'm just going to call this something different. And, like, people. Anyway, let's not get into
Yeah,
that whole thing.
yeah. Send the vice president to Greenland. It's fine. Not like there's anything else going on in the world. What's
Right,
your number two?
I love the pictures of him just, like, standing there all alone because no one wants to talk to him. Like,
I
just in
mean,
a field by himself. Let's not get into it.
just
Let's
what an
just
awkward
move on.
spot to be told to do something and you go do it. And you're, I mean, he has to, I mean, JD Vance, I want to believe is somewhat of a smart person. He has to be on that, get off that plane and just stand there and go, what am I doing? Like what?
That's I don't like that to me. I wonder what the motivation in those kind of things are, right? Because let's not get into this whole thing, right? But when we look at the stuff that happened with the group chat, I just don't. I could never. I don't think anybody would be like, I need you to blatantly lie for me, and just keep blatantly lying, and just keep doing it. I'm like, well, but
I mean-
why? Right? Like, I could never just
Sure.
put myself in a position in which you were so clearly and completely wrong. Like, nope, shirt's not black. It's not a black shirt. I'm not wearing a black shirt.
I just don't, man.
So
There's,
pumped.
I didn't bring that up on purpose, but there's, I mean, there's so many things about. I wish I was added to a national security text thread.
You might be, man. You might
Yeah,
be.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
you might not even know. You can be on
Still
there.
could be, man.
Okay, anyway, let's just go. Let's just move on here.
What's your number two?
Orca, the killer whale. Also, I think not technically a fish, but I don't care. It's awesome.
I
Like,
will
you
say,
ever seen those videos of those things hunting? That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible. Like, they're better hunters than we are.
I will say this: that if I was gonna put whales on the list, like actual mammal whales, orca would be on my list.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool animal, man. That's you could make an argument that's probably like the most advanced animal on Earth in terms of what it does. Like, how do we hunt? We hunt together, and we use our tails to like create waves and
Yeah, it's pretty.
like that knock things. That's crazy. What's your number one?
Sharks.
Okay, I understand it. I understand sharks. Sharks are pretty cool. Do you have any particular shark you would put at number one?
I mean, you got to go with the mother of them all, man, and that's the great white shark. You have to. Now, fan favorite of mine is hammerhead, just because they're so obscure. But I mean, great whites are. I mean, I feel like if great whites weren't a shark species, no one would give a shit about sharks.
Oh, I mean, hammerheads are pretty like they would kind of hammerheads would make them stand out a little bit just because of their unique look. But hammerhead is one of those things where like I'm not sure if you're like really cool or a dork.
Like let's look at this like a basketball team, right? Hammerheads are Scottie Pippen, great whites are MJ.
Okay,
You know,
yeah, okay.
Tiger
Mine-
Sharks are Luke Longley. It doesn't matter. What's your number one?
Manta ray. Those big giant ray things that swim like
Okay,
that.
yeah,
like that.
I know
I
what-
would love to see one of those in person. I
Oh,
bet that
manta
would be
rays are-
super cool to see a manta ray.
And you're not talking about the ones that you can pet at the zoo. You're talking about the
Those
big
are
ones that are in the ocean.
stingrays, I believe.
know. I know. It's kind of just trolling you.
R.I.P. Steve Irwin.
I think a stingray got him. I think he went out with a stingray.
He did. He did. What's your honorable mention? Because I need to go to soccer practice.
We'll just cut it there, man. We'll let your
Oh,
mammal
give me
fish
your
list go.
Give me your honorable mention. What do you got in there?
So I actually had stingray on the list.
Okay, good. Respectable.
Because I forgot about manta ray. I put on my personal favorite, which is my favorite fish to eat, which is walleye.
Okay. I don't really like fish.
And I have jellyfish on the list, but I need to look it up to see if they're actually fish. I don't know if they're considered fish or not. And then I put on lionfish.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Those are interesting choices. I would put on the clownfish. I think that's a cool fish. Cool looking fish. I had another one that I just completely forgot.
Why'd you say fish like that? Fish.
Fish.
Gonna
The
go get.
clownfish. Oh, the puffer fish. You know the thing that like the blowfish that just goes and blows itself up? Like that's a pretty cool. Like that's a good strategy. What's your strategy? I just get real fat.
I was gonna make a joke there. I'm not going to. This is a PG podcast, so.
I mean, like octopuses are super impressive, but I'm not gonna. I don't like. That's like an octopus or a jellyfish are things that I just don't want to be anywhere near. Like they just creep me out. That whole lack of a
Yeah.
body, kind of like no. I don't want anything
You
to do with
you
that.
said it a couple weeks ago. I don't want to be in water where I can't see my feet.
I
So
don't want to be. I need to be able to. See, I need to know what's underneath me. I don't like that feeling of like. Nope. I like to be on the ground. All right, I'm stopping it because I got to do things. Little kid, gotta watch him go play soccer.
soccer practice with the kiddo.
Mostly just falling down.
Well,
How's your
hope you
life?
have a, hope you have a great evening or day.
What time is it there?